This is a 1955 Chevrolet BelAir 4-door. And there we go. She's still a little cold. This is an original automatic car, 6-cylinder. It's got a power glide, the original power glide in it. It shifts good. This car drives really nicely. Of course, I'm trying to do too many things at once while I drive it. Got my stereo going. So here's my finger test. This is how straight it drives. So yeah, the radio works. I like to do my finger test like that. I mean, this car drives super straight. So there's not even any play in the steering wheel, which is really nice. Like I said, this is an original 6-cylinder. And man, these things are so quiet. Reverse works as well when you bring it all the way down. I was just trying to show that. Got my little stereo going here. But let's turn that off and you can hear how quiet the engine is. I actually was attempting to make it louder by putting dual exhaust on it, but didn't realize how extensively far you had to go to do that. I'll tell that a little more of that story here in just a second. So you'll notice, take a close look, you'll see brand new gaskets and bolts. It's got a all brand new exhaust system. I'm going to turn it off. So I actually went to put mufflers on it, and when we took it, we discovered a little bit of an exhaust leak. So I said, well, let's do it right. Let's just put new gaskets in. So when we went to got the whole exhaust done, put it all back together, turned the key on the thing, and darn it if it didn't have a crack in the exhaust manifold. So I tracked down an original exhaust manifold. I was going to put dual exhaust on there. Realized I'd have to change the intake manifold as well, so we went back with the original style, or with another original matching number exhaust manifold on there. And so now it's got a new exhaust and looks fantastic under the hood. No rust on the inner fender wells or firewall. One thing you will notice is the original air cleaner is missing, unfortunately. I do have a little air cleaner for it, but it needed to be replaced. It was really starving the engine. It's so tiny. So that's something that it's going to come with the car, but that's maybe one of the first things the new owner is going to want to do is put another air cleaner on there. So I was maybe going to track down something that would look really nice. So I'm going to take a step back here, and I actually mentioned when I started the video this is a 4-door, but if you take a if you got to look at it twice. And it's funny because I have driven this car around a lot, and everybody thinks it's a 210 at first post, and it actually is a 4-door, but the back door handles are shaved. The car's also had the spindles lowered on the front, or springs lowered on the front. It's been lowered in the back, so it's just got this really sharp stance to it. And then I put these 17-inch, they're the original style slotted rally wheels looking, but they're 17s instead of 15s. The originals would have been 14s or 15s. And so, of course, not the original necessarily on this car, but like on a Corvette or something. And so these are 17-inch. They got brand new tires on them. And man, this is just a really sharp car. And everywhere I go, people are like, man, what a cool car. And like I said, it really throws people off too. The fact that the back door handles are shaved really just gives this thing a super sharp look. I tried to clean it as best I could. It's got, it's pollen season here in Georgia, so literally just finished washing it 10 minutes ago, and there's pollen all over it. So anyways, so walking around it again, just want to show you the body's not perfect, but it's straight. It's not aero straight, and the body's not ready for a, you know, high dollar show car quality paint job, but it's close. It wouldn't take much if you wanted to block it out and go that direction with it. I personally wouldn't do that. To me, this car is just like I want it. The only thing I would do at some point is throw a V8 in it, but with it being all original matching numbers, I really just would leave it alone. The lights work, brake lights work, turn signals work. The wipers are still on the original system. They work, of course, they work slow because they're on the old vacuum. But just a few little spots where you can kind of see it could be blocked a little more here and there. But overall, haven't found any rust in the body itself. Now underneath the car, I found 5 points with some rust up underneath it. So originally looking at it, I didn't catch it at first. So if I just shine my camera up in here, you'll see. But there we go, right here. There's a spot of rust there. And then the rest of the floor pans look good. There is no rust on the frame rails whatsoever. So that's under the driver's side door, and then under the passenger side door, one more spot right there. So that could be cut and welded. Like I said, the rest of the floor pans though in great shape, and even underneath you can see that the floor pans are in good shape. So that's 2. Third spot of rust I found just on this driver's side. It's kind of hard to see, but it's actually just behind this this tire, and I can't even show you because it's in there. I mean, really minimal rust vehicles, so I don't want to overdo it. You know, showing the rust as a terrible thing, because this is not a rust bucket car. It is a really clean car. This was getting ready to open the hood, open up the trunk real quick. Okay, so that was 3 points, and I didn't even really get to show that third one. Let me go to the 4th one and 5th one, and then we'll go back to the trunk. So same spots on this side. Like I said, floor pans in good shape. And then you get this spot here though that's got rust. Frame rails in fantastic shape, and like I said, the floor pans are original, and I don't see any rust on them at all. And then the last spot here, same as on the driver's side. There's a spot of rust right there. And actually there is a little bit of holes right there on that one spot of the driver's side. I mean passenger side floor pan. Other than that, inner fender wells are fantastic in rust-free condition. I can't really show that one because the tire takes it all up. But you'll see that the inner fender wells are really clean in rust-free condition. Aside from those couple of little holes, the floor pans are in good shape. So just those, like I said, those 4 major spots there, and then another one that I tried to show you by that rear tire. Trunk in good shape, no rust in the lid. The mat's been in here, and so with some water getting up under it, you get a little bit of try to pull this up. This is the original mat, so it's kind of falling apart. So you got a little bit of surface rust in there, but that is not holes. It's just where the discoloration has happened from washing the car or having some rain settle underneath this old floor mat. And then of course everybody always asks, how's the spare tire? Well, it's got a couple of extra holes. It's got the 2 factory holes there, drain holes, and then it's got a couple of spots of rust right there. Those are perfect circles. They look like factory style holes there. And it does have the spare tire. But like I said, so the inner panels of the trunk are in great shape. Trunk opens and closes easily. Taking a little extra time on this. So it's got a very presentable but older restored interior. The seats are in good shape, no rips or tears. A little, you know, where you sit, the cloth is kind of pushed down a little bit and faded in. So these poppers right here, push that button and the door opens. So that's how you get the door open. Of course, the handles work in the back. Same thing. Nice, clean, pleated cloth. Very comfortable. Looks like there's some seat belts in the back. All the door panels are in presentable condition, but do not look new. Looks like an older interior restoration. The carpet's definitely faded in the front, kind of got a yellowing to it. So if you really wanted to make the interior look nice, I would at least put a new carpet kit in it. And actually, that's personally all I would do. I wouldn't put a bunch of money in this car because it really drives awesome like it is. Maybe a new carpet kit. Might put some speakers up front, like in the kick panels or something. And I wouldn't do a whole lot to this car. The speedometer does not work. Lights do. Like I said, windshield wipers do work. Nice unmolested dash, except for the CD player, of course. And I said unmolested dash maybe a little bit too fast. It does look like somebody blocked off the old ashtray for some reason. Like I said, we push that button, doors pop open. So there you have it. What a really, really sharp car. I've actually spent quite a bit of time driving this around town, and I've put my dealer tag on it, in fact, and have been driving it. So I don't think this one's going to last very long on the for sale market.